All right, quick tutorial on how to use the CPO timers. So you need to plug them in with the power cord, and this is on the left side right here, or some of them actually have maybe a battery in it. I probably took them out though just to not waste batteries. But either way, whether you plug it in or rely on the battery, there's an on-off switch on the side here, so you do need to flick that. And then of course you'll see it light up and power on. The other thing you'll need to do is you'll actually need to connect the Photogate, which the Photogates, they have an invisible beam that you won't be able to see that goes through here. And I'll show you, of course, what it's able to do with that, but you have to plug it into one of the connecting cords. Blue or red doesn't matter at all. So you plug it in on the side here, and then on the top, there's two ports actually, one labeled A, one labeled B. It doesn't really matter which one you plug it into, and I'll explain why in a moment, okay? So we are going to want this on interval mode, which mine is by default. And if it does give you kind of a CPO reading, you can hit reset and 0 should show up. Now, going back to these Photogates, you want the lights to be green because that means the path is clear and nothing's breaking the beam. If it's not, on the inside there's this little red switch. I don't think any of them have been adjusted, but if they are, you have to switch it down to where the line is, not the circle. All right, again, the idea is that when you break the beam, it's going to react to that and then maybe start measuring a time if you have it set on interval mode. When then you remove your hand from the beam and it's allowed to pass back through unobstructed again, it'll then stop the timer. So I'm going to use my hand, but on the screen here, you're going to notice something. I'm going to break the beam, and you're going to sit here and get frustrated and be like, it didn't record anything. It actually did. All right, you just didn't have the sensor lit up for port A where it's connected to show the time. So it did record it, and it's still stored there. Actually, if I hit port A where it's connected, my hand broke that beam for 2.044 seconds. All right, if you prefer to see it, I could reset this right here, and then of course break the beam. You see that when I broke it, it started the timer, and then when I remove the hand, starts the timer. You can then do it again starting from the beginning, but you might just want to hit reset every time just to have kind of a clean screen right there, okay? Another thing with these motion sensors is, I don't have the track with me, but we do want this track to be, the Photogate to be clamped to the track. Make sure that this bottom part right here, that's where the bottom of the track will go. Make sure it's flush all the way touching the bottom of the track, because we want the beam that you can't see, we want it to go right through the center of the ball. If it's not flush and it's a little low, we're not going through the center of the ball, which is a big deal. So make sure it's flush with the center of the ball breaks the beam, then goes away from the beam, and you'll have a time that you need, okay? Hope this helps.